What's poppin'? It's your girl, Amani Sharifa. What's up? What's poppin'? What's goody, yo? Shout out to all my people that is tuning back into your go channel. What's up, babies? What's good, you are? So, on to this episode, we are going to be talking, my loves, all about why is it that, people decide to sit and become their emotions. Yeah. Why is it that people decide to sit and become their emotions? That's a good question. So I'm gonna be giving you all just some well 100 advice that could really help you out. So let's go ahead. We're gonna have way doing into it. Let's get it. Thank you again for tuning back into your go channel. What's motherfucking good? Yeah. What's poppin', my loves? What's goody? What? What's up, babies? So, on to this episode, like I said, we are going to be talking, babies, all about, why is it that people decide to sit and become the emotions? Let's ask that question again, in case y'all ain't hear me. Why is it that people decide to sit and become the emotions? Why? So this is a really, really good question. If you're asking yourself this, or maybe baby girls, fellas, you don't even know what the fuck I mean when I say that. But I really want to talk about this today because I think it's so important, my loves, for you to understand that, sitting, becoming your emotions, you ain't saying, is not really going to benefit you. You ain't saying? So, babies, when someone sit and become the emotions, and I'm really talking about today, from a negative aspect. You ain't saying not positive, but I'm talking about people out here that, they sit and they become the emotions from however they're currently feeling from a negative aspect. And when you talk about people out here that you ain't saying take that approach and do that kind of stuff, it could really affect them in a lot of different areas of their life, or maybe a specific area, whatever. But it can definitely affect them from a negative aspect, you know what I'm saying? Because they are sitting and becoming the emotions. Now, if you are a supporter, a continued supporter on my channel, if you are part of the Dynasty, and if not, go ahead and subscribe to become a part of the Dynasty, babies. But if you are a continued supporter, you already know, my love, something that I really talk a lot about on my channel is about, you being in control of your emotions. You ain't saying? And how, having what I like to call emotional immaturity is, you ain't saying, it's not what's up. Just keeping it being with you. It's not what's up, mama, papa. Especially if you the type of girl or the type of dude where you actually want motherfucking better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you're perfect, babies, but you definitely want better for yourself, in whatever kind of way that is. So when you desire to have that in your life, mama, papa, it is very important that you be in control of your emotions, And when you talk about, a girl or a dude, not being in control of their emotions, that can definitely be contributor to the fact that they actually sit and become the emotions. So let's break it down. Let's talk about what does this whole sitting and becoming the emotions as, So if you got somebody that it's like going through something really fucked up, right? It's very challenging, baby. It's very challenging on something that maybe kind of out of the hands. And this could be anything. This is just Shane, a little quick example. But if you got a motherfucker out here that's going through something very crazy, something that's really challenging them in all different kind of ways, and it's really affecting that dude or that girl from, like I said, a really negative aspect emotionally. If they, just sit in that feeling of, why me? Hey, Shane, like, why me? Why this gotta happen to me? Why it gotta be like this? Why is this always happening to me? Why do things in my life always have to go this way? And then they start to, talk about like how it's making them feel. Oh, I feel really sad. Oh, I feel really, this. I feel really that, and they just constantly undermine, replay over and over and over how they are currently feeling at that moment. And then on top of that, like I said, they're already doing the why me. They're already motherfucking talking about like how sad they are, how hurt they are, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And they're replaying it, babies. Non-stop under her. Then they're not doing anything about it. So it's like they're sitting there complaining. They're sitting there, talking about like why me. So they're kind of like, taking on like that victim mentality. And then on top of the shit, they ain't doing shit to like really like help their mood be, like boosted. They're not transmuting that negative energy. So that way, instead they can like, feel better. Start to do things that can actually change the situation. No, they're just waddling on it. They're just like, it's almost like, Shane, somebody that somehow stepped into like a big ass puddle of water. Like they was walking down the street or whatever like that, and they motherfucking not stepping like to this big ass puddle of water where it's like OD deep. They ain't know it because, they done think that the puddle was that deep. But they step into it, they shoes wet. It's like damn near flooding them, whatever. And instead of them saying like, okay, let me get my ass, like out of this big puddle ass water. Hell no, I'm just going to stand in it. I'm going to just sit in this shit. Shit, I'm going to talk about like, damn, why the hell, I got in this big puddle ass water. Like now I'm more wet. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's equivalent to like somebody saying that, BBs, and they're just sitting on it. They're not trying to get out the bottle. They're not trying to figure out like how they're gonna dry off. They're not trying to figure out like, like what they're gonna do next, so that way they're not as wet anymore. Like they're not doing that. All they're doing, babies, is like really complaining and just becoming what they're in, which is that they're sitting in that puddle of water. So it's the same thing in this example that I'm giving here. This person is not really like, really trying to beat the odds that's against them. They rather just talk about the odds that's against them because emotionally it's affecting them, my loves, in a really negative way. And instead of them doing what they need to do to get out of the situation, they're sitting on it. They're becoming it. Most of the time when you have people that take on this approach, and I'm just being real, my loves, like I'm just Shane, like I'm just being straight with you, like I'm giving it to you straight, no chasing, mama, papa, because I really want you to understand, like moving like this ain't gonna help you, my loves. It's only going to push you back further. But most people that actually stay in these kind of situations, not all, but a lot of people in this case, they can start going down that road of depression. They could like just be aware. They start like slowly but surely going into a depression, and they may not even be consciously aware of it. And then you got some people out here where, mama, papa, they are aware that they're starting to go down like a road of depression, because they're feeling, that they're going down this road that's like getting darker and darker. But then you got motherfuckers out here that they don't even really know that they're slipping into that road of depression. And see, depression, you are like, what you have to like just keep in mind, my loves, that depression is a form of a way of Allah, God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the divine, the Most High, whatever name, mama, papa, that you want to call God, fine by me, my loves. Because God got multiple names, she ain't saying. But depression is like a way of Allah, God, the universe, permitting something to occur in your brain that causes an imbalance, that is signifying to you that you need to change something. You ain't saying? You need to change something. That's literally like your brain is signifying, and your mind like, yo, you need to change something, my dude. You need to change something, my girl. Because the way that you're moving, it's not benefiting me as your brain. It's making me depressed. It's making me feel, this way, because you're doing the same thing over and over, and it's not helping me. I'm not getting what I need as your brain to be able to function in more of a balanced state. So that's why I'm signifying you as that, you're depressed. You ain't saying? So when Allah, God, the universe, permits that to occur, my loves, follow me. I need you to follow me, babies, when I'm talking to you. When Allah, God, the universe, permits that to occur to you, that's his way of showing you that you need to do something different, mama, papa. You need to transmute that energy of how you're currently feeling that's negative, and you need to transform that motherfucker shit into a positive. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not no like, oh, that sound well good, but that really can't happen. No, it really can happen. But it's a question of, what do you want? You ain't saying? What do you want? Do you want to continue to sit in that feeling of how you feel and your emotions, or do you want to say like, okay, you know what, like, I got to change something? You ain't saying? I got to change something so that way I can get out of this negative feeling, of these negative emotions, And see, the thing is, babies, like, you like something, my loves, that I don't know, like, I don't know if you've never heard this, but if you never heard this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to tell you this. And if you have heard this, then look at this as further confirmation from Allah, God, the universe, that you really need to start looking at shit in this kind of way. You ain't saying? And what I'm about to tell you is that, guess what? Life is not perfect, babies. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before, right? Life is not perfect, my loves. There is this thing called duality. You ain't saying? When we are here as humans, there's a thing called duality. Something else that I talk a lot about on my channel, that's like a fact of life, is duality. I talk about that because that's one of the facts of life, my loves, that as a man, as a girl, you have to understand, mama, papa, that shit gonna happen. You ain't saying? There's supposed to be good life experiences, and then there's supposed to be negative life experiences that are fated to happen. You ain't saying? These experiences help you, babies, grow, change, elevate. If you are learning the life lessons that Allah, God, the universe, the Most High, is teaching you. You ain't saying? So when you have, the negative side of duality into your life, and it really plays on your emotions because you're being affected by it, babies. And it's not to say that you're not valid for how you feel. I don't ever want you to get it fucked up to thinking that I'm saying fuck your emotions, never acknowledge them, never, feel anything, just be a fucking cold, heartless robot, a soulless person. No, I'm not saying that. Let me make myself very clear. That's not what I'm saying, mama, papa. But what I'm saying is that you can't sit in those negative emotions and become those negative emotions so much to the point where you allow yourself to fall into a depression because you're refusing, my loves, to do what the hell you need to do to actually get out of those negative vibrational feelings that you're feeling. You ain't shame? That's what I'm saying. You know, a Lord God, the universe has things in this lifetime that's already written to occur into your life. And it may be some negative sides of duality. But what you gonna do? You're gonna go in a closet and cry every time something happens to you? Or are you gonna face that motherfucking shit like a damn lion? You ain't saying? Like, I'm sorry, what you gonna do? You ain't saying? What are you going to do? Is the question. That's why they say only the strongest survives, my loves. Because real strong bitches, real strong dudes out here, they understand that, you know, everything not gonna be rainbows and sunshine. So you have to know how to like adapt and, you know, like, yeah, you acknowledge how you feel and you process however you're feeling. Sometimes, you know, maybe it's okay to take a step back and say like, okay, you know, like, I just found this out, or I'm going through this. I need to take a step back. I need to process how I'm feeling. I need to, like, you know, by the grace of the Lord God, the universe, seek the Most High and get guidance so that way I can become better, you know, to figure out how to proceed. You know, like, it's okay to take a step back. But like I always say, don't take a step back and then you become whatever the hell it is that you're going through in that moment, babies. You know, so many people, when they fall into that state where they actually, you know, got in that mind frame of sitting under emotions, becoming the emotion. So then the mood is affected, the mindset is affected, you know, like, then the actions start being fucking affected. Then the words that they'll speak start being affected, you know, because they're allowing the emotions to control them. That's not the reason why Allah God, the universe, permits things to occur in our lives. He don't want things of, you know, controlling us emotionally. And yes, there are going to be times where you got to feel your emotions. You have to heal past your emotions. You're going to feel hurt at times. You're going to cry at times. You're going to not be in the best mood at times. I ain't saying that shit ain't gonna happen, because we all know it will at some point in your life. But are you going to stay in that mood where you're crying all the time? Are you going to stay in that mood where you're refusing to address how you're really feeling when you're hurt all the time? Are you going to stay in that mood where you're just refusing to heal past certain things that you went through all the time? Like, the question is, what are you going to do when you're feeling those negative emotions, baby? Because like I said earlier, I hate to bust your bubble, but it's a part of life. You ain't saying? It's a part of life. And when you start to learn how to control your emotions, you gain more control of your life, mama, papa. So it's important. When people don't have, you know, control over their emotions, and when they sit and they become those emotions, not only can, you know, like we talked about depression cooking, but then they build up what I like to call this emotional barrier. So what the fuck is that, right? An emotional barrier is like, they build up this motherfucking big ass wall where it's like nothing gets through to it, because they are so emotionally and their feelings that's what's controlling them. So my loves, see, here's the thing. Allah God, the universe, is going to try to guide you out of that darkness of how you feel. He will try to speak to you through people, maybe people that you know, people that you don't know. He'll try to show you different things at different places. He'll speak even through things. that you may encounter. So people, places, things, he will damn sure speak to you through your intuition. He's gonna show you signs. He's gonna give you synchronicities, which is what? If you tune into my channel, a series of events that occurs in your life to get your motherfucking attention to something bigger that's going on. He's going to give you those gut feelings, letting you know what the hell you need to do to become better, to get yourself out of that situation. But here's the thing. You want to know what? You want to know what? You want to know what? Let me tell you. When you have an emotional barrier built up, and it's built up high, and it's built up thick, oh, let me tell you, baby girls, fellas, even when you getting all that type of guidance, all that type of like divine guidance from a logo of the universe, you either not gonna pay attention to any of it, so you're gonna either ignore it, or you're going to not pick up on any of the guidance that he gives you. So it could be a big ass motherfucking sign that's like dead ass right in front of your face, mama, papa, that a logo of the universe is permitting to happen, so that way the light bulb can turn on, and you won't even, it be like almost equivalent to like it's not even there. Because again, you start operating out of a whole different vibration when you sit and become your emotions. And when you sit and become, it leads to that depression, whether if you are consciously aware or not. When you become that depression, that's when that emotional barrier can start getting built up. So a lot good the universe, like the most I could be like speaking to you in all different kind of ways, and you won't want to hear none of it. You won't want to hear none of it because I'm mad. Why me? I'm pissed. This going on, that going on. You ain't saying this shit always happening to me. You ain't saying this always happening to me. That's happening to me. And it could really, you are like, make no mistake, babies. It could really be some fucked up shit that's happening. You ain't saying like, let's just be real, like keep it big with you. You ain't saying life ain't perfect. So it could really be like some fucked up ass shit that's happening to you. But again, mama, papa, you're not going about it the right way to help yourself get out of it, my loves. You're actually playing onto that low vibrational ass energy that Satan wants you to stay on. You ain't saying? Satan will always want you to stay in that vibration where you complaining, you're ungrateful, you're mad at the world, your mood is fucked up, you're allowing your emotions to control your whole day. Even though I know that, baby, you're going through something that may be very challenging and that really maybe you ain't saying like really hurting you, or whatever kind of emotion is bringing out of you, there was still always something to be grateful for. There was someone out there that's always going through something that's more, like crazier than you. And I know you ain't saying, I do that shit may sound well motherfucking cliche, but nah, fuck that shit. Like, that's the truth. That's the reality of shit. There's always more people out there, my loves, that's going through some way more crazier shit than what you're going through. So you got to be grateful to a logo of the universe that, even though your situation may not be perfect, my loves, and you may be going through something that is very challenging, but see, that's even more of a reason to, you need to have a spiritual foundation within a logo of the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine Most High, so he can help you get through it. And I mean dead ass for real. Because let me tell you, when you talk about somebody that, even if, let's say, they may go through something, right? So you have somebody that's like going through something very negative as well. And it's really hurting them emotionally inside, but they're very spiritually grounded. You ain't saying they have a connection to the Creator. They have a connection to the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High. They have Him within them. You ain't saying, baby girls, fellas? When you talk about somebody like that, even when they're going through some fucked up ass shit, you ain't saying, and they may be feeling different ways inside, a Lord God, the universe is gonna pull them up, mama, papa. I'm telling you, my girl, my dude, He gonna pull them up. And when He's giving them those signs, those synchronicities, those God feelings, when He's speaking to them through people, places, things, people that they know, people that they don't know, things that they encounter, places that they go, that person's gonna recognize when the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Lord God, the universe is speaking to them, and he or she is going to follow the yellow brick road. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what the hell I said. They're gonna follow the yellow brick road. I'm telling you. You ain't saying I'm just being real. You ain't saying. They go follow that yellow brick road, and before you know it, those negative emotions that they felt, it's gonna be transmuted, and they're going to see the light. And whatever kind of darkness that they may be feeling, that's bringing those negative emotions, they're still gonna find the light and something by the grace of the Lord God, the universe. And before you know it, they're gonna be out of that emotional state that may have brought out like some negative emotions. So in that case, that person, that girl, that dude, they didn't sit in the emotions, big dog. They did not become the emotions, big dog. They got themselves up out of that shit by the grace of Allah God, the universe. Because see, they have such a strong foundation to the Creator. They're going to listen when He's actually speaking to them on how the hell to get out of that shit. But when you talk about a motherfucker out here that's not connected in that kind of way, or you talk about somebody that they may have, a relationship with the Lord God, the universe, or believe on the Most High, but they're not really spiritually grounded. And they're allowing Satan's energy to beat them the fuck up through the emotions to the point where it's grabbing a grip on their ass so much to where they sitting in that bitch, they sleeping in that bitch, they riding up in that bitch. Yeah, saying. Like, they're becoming that shit. They're not going to listen to anything the Most High is, trying to guide them to do to get up out of it, my loves. And that's where, like I said, that emotional barrier, it gets built up stronger and stronger. Which, at the end of the day, it's not going to help them. So, I hope this helps, my loves. I hope this helps. I hope this helps, babies. Like, on some bullshit, I know emotions, it's the most touchiest things, because as humans, we are built with emotions. So I never want you to feel like that. Like I said earlier, like I'm telling you not to feel things. You are going to feel, any world person, you're supposed to feel emotions. You ain't saying, because you have a heart. So like, if you have a soul that's in your human body, and your heart is, like a good heart, you're going to feel emotions, babies. So that's a part of life. I never want you to feel like, my girl, my dude, that I'm seeing, don't ever feel emotions, don't, just tough it up. You ain't saying, like, I'm not seeing that, but you have to have a balance with that shit, my loves. That's a part of life, of you becoming more emotionally mature. And I actually did an episode talking about, like, the significance behind, like, being an emotionally mature type of person. I'm going to link that episode in the description box below, babies. I highly encourage baby girls, fellas, tune into that episode on some real shit, because it's very, very important, when you're talking about, like, you're the kind of person that don't have any kind of control over your emotions. You really need to tune into that, babies, because emotional maturity is very important, especially if you're on that path of just trying to become better. You know, nobody's perfect, babies. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? If you tune into my channel, if you are part of the Dynasty, that you know one of my big facts of life is that, you know, Allah, God, the universe, He is the only person that's perfect, babies. And He never expects for us to be perfect people that, oh, you never make a mistake, you're perfect. If that was the case, my loves, why the fuck would we be here? Ask yourself that question. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would we be here? The whole purpose of life is to learn valuable life lessons, mama, papa. So Allah, good, the universe, He don't expect for us to be perfect, but He damn sure, He ain't saying, don't expect for us to be Satan's son or daughter up in His bush. He ain't saying, but He expects for us to be very genuine, you know, when we do seek to like have a relationship with Him and ourselves, to be consistent with that relationship with Him and ourselves, and to strive for excellence in all areas of our lives, babies. And when you do that, you know, as a man, as a girl, you do start to grow, change, elevate, you know, over time. You know what I'm saying? It happens over time, you know, but you have to hold yourself accountable. So yeah, when you talk about like being the type of bitch, being the type of dude where you don't sit and become your emotions, it has a lot to do with what is your spiritual foundation when it comes to like a logo of the universe. Because the Most High, He could show you the way all day on how to beat that feeling of like, you know, becoming and setting on your emotions, which leads to like that depression, which can lead to like those emotional barriers being built up. Allah, good, the universe can show you the way all day, but if you're not even in tune with Him at all, you ain't gonna listen to none of the guidance. Like I said, like earlier, you ain't saying, and I'm just being real with you, like it could be a clear motherfucking sign in your face, and you will like miss it, like as though it's not even there, or you will see it and still not even pay attention to it because you just feel like it's not gonna work. When it comes to you about emotions, you know, it's all about energy. Our energy is very real, my loves. It's one of those things that you cannot see with your naked eyes, but it's damn sure that something that you can feel and something that gets transmuted. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is that negative emotions is producing negative energy, my loves. It's producing more and more and more negative motherfucking energy. And the more motherfucking energy that you're producing and it's coming from like a negative place, you're putting that out to the universe. So what's going to happen? You're going to get more negative energy sent back to you because you're never transmuting how you're really feeling. Again, I gotta keep reinforcing this so that way you can know that I'm not saying that you don't acknowledge how you feel and you don't, you know, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you don't acknowledge how you feel. I'm not saying that you don't take a step back if you're being called to take a step back. But you don't stay motherfucking down. You don't allow shit to just break you, my nigga. You ain't saying you get back up at the end of the day. You ain't saying? You know, like that song, like that gospel song. We fall down, but we get back up. Like, oh my God, like we fall down, but we get up. Like, oh my God, like, I mean, like, it's as simple as that. Like, shit, the bitch do gonna fall down, but you gotta get your ass back up. You know what I'm saying? So I babies, like, I'm joking and shit like that, you know, right now, but I'm being dead ass for real. Like, you have to kind of like adapt that mentality. Like, you, whatever you going through, mama, papa, you know, I know it could be very challenging, my loves, but this is more of the time for you to seek the Most High so that way you can figure out what is it that you need to do. What practices do you need to start doing? What habits do you need to adapt? What habits do you need to let go of? So that way you can transmute how the fuck you are feeling from a negative aspect. And not even just for like in that moment, but for life in general. Cause once you start to like adapt, you ain't saying like somebody good like practices, habits, shit like that, you know, that you need to do. So that way, when you are going through something negative, you can transmute it into a positive. That's how, my loves, over time, by the grace of the Lord of the universe, you're going to start being more stronger emotionally. Because think about it like this, babies. When you are transmuting that negative energy, and transmuting is just, you know, like, it's just pretty much in simple terms, you are transforming the negative to a positive. You know what I'm saying? So when you're transmuting that negative energy, you're literally taking negative shit that's going on and you're finding a positive. But if you do that, understand that that's you following a Lord God, the universe guidance, because he's going to be leading you. What can you do to take it from like a negative to a positive? The more you put that shit into play, when you start adapting more positive shit that you do, that is how, like, over time, my loves, you start to break that emotional barrier down. Your intuition's gonna get more stronger, so you're gonna continue to listen to more guidance of what the Lord of the universe is going in, saying, guide your motherfucking ass to do to help you. And the more that happens, you're going to start adapting more things in your life that's really going to help your emotional state. So the more things that occur, you know, throughout life, because like what we talk about at the beginning of this episode, we talked about duality, mama, papa. We talked about duality. So you're gonna have, you know, duality throughout your whole life. But if you're like adapting more things that's gonna help you from a positive aspect, you're gonna be able to handle it a little bit better. You ain't saying? And you're not gonna get, you know, and that vibration where you're sitting and becoming those emotions. So, you know, it's very important, babies. Very, very important that you start looking at this shit a little bit more deeper. I'm not trying to invalidate anything that you're going through, you know? But you have to always remember that a Lord God, the universe, he would never put more on your shoulders than what you can handle at the end of the day. Oh, period. And that's straight facts. No cap in my rap, big dog. What's up? What motherfucking good? Yeah. Like, that's just on some bullshit shit. He's not going to put more on your shoulders than what you can handle. So you have to really know that, and you have to internalize that. Even when you may not feel that, and that moment, like, you just gotta keep like reinforcing that, and you have to follow the different things that, you know, he's guiding you to do. You know, prayer, meditation, or you can do both to seek what those answers are. Now, I actually also did an episode talking about, like, you know, praying for, like, answers and things of that nature, or clarity from a Lord God of the universe, and being patient, you know. So I'm going to also link that episode in the description box below, babies, because what you have to understand is that when you pray for, like, clarity or whatever the case like that, you got to be patient as well. In that episode, I go into more detail, babies, on this, because this is very important. Very important. I'm not gonna get too much into it right now, but this is very important one, like, especially if you are somebody that, you know, maybe mama, papa, you haven't prayed or meditated and God knows one. You ain't saying, or you've never done it. So this is something new for you. You need to listen to this episode, because this is going to help you understand things a little bit more deeper when you go into a Lord of the universe, the Most High, and prayer or meditation. Or even if you are somebody that, you know, prays, meditate, you still need to listen to it, because you need to understand that, if you're somebody that really do struggle with like sitting and becoming your emotions, you need to understand that with prayer meditation, you gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? So, babies, I'm gonna link that episode in the description box below so you can check it out. Remember what we talked about, my girl, my dude, that, with this whole situation of like why people sit and become the emotions, it really has a lot to do with them not wanting to do better for themselves. And even if they may desire, babies, to do better for themselves, in all actuality, if you're not making that real motherfucking action, then you're not doing good. You ain't saying? And part of that action is changing how you're feeling inside. Not just, just one thing. Like, you have to change and transmute how you're feeling inside, by the grace of the Lord of the universe. Know that you can do it, mama, papa. Know that whatever you're going through, you can get through it, babies. Because if you couldn't, a Lord of the universe wouldn't put it in your motherfucking path. You ain't saying? And you have to look at it also like this. If you listening to my big ass mouth right now, you ain't saying? And you going through something right now. You listening to this shit like, yo, this shit right. Like fellas, baby girls, you listening to this right now. Look at it like this. A Lord God, the universe has you listening to my big ass mouth for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, my loves. So he's trying to show you that you gotta change something. What did I talk about earlier? I talked about earlier, babies, that a lot of times a Lord God, the universe will speak directly to you through people that you know and don't know. Hey, Shay. So even though you don't know me personally, it's the reason why he had your ass click on this damn video and listen to me talk about this. If you are somebody that really struggles with this, babies. So, it's not to say that you beat yourself up, mama, papa. Absolutely not, my loves. I want you to get more stronger and know that you're stronger than how you feel. But you have to know that for yourself. You have to trust in a Lord God, the universe, that he's going to help you get to that point. So it's a reason why he has you listening to this. So take this as confirmation that you have to, move past how you're feeling. And I know you could do it, baby. Like, that's the world shit. Like, I ain't just telling you this for no reason. Like, no, I know you could do it. But you gotta know that shit. Remember that. You gotta know that shit. Always remember, like, ain't nobody gonna take care of you better than a Lord God, the universe, and yourself. Oh, yeah. And that's just what it is. So take care of yourself. I want you to take care of yourself, my loves. Take care of yourself. No matter what you're going through, don't allow shit to just beat you the fuck up and you just give up and just become all of that. Hell, motherfucking noir. Not at all. Be a motherfucking lion, baby. And you continue to fight, because that's what lions do. They continue to motherfucking fight and they stay fearless. So I love you, mama, papa, so much. Wow. I love you, baby, so much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to grow. Comment below, my girl, my dude. Let me know, babies, like, is this your situation, or is this something that you actually, maybe have struggled with in the past, but you have gotten over it? So let me know, my loves. It's no judgment. Remember, nobody is perfect. So it's all good, babies. Comment below, let me know. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the Dynasty, my loves. Hit that notification bell so you are updated when I post my next topic. And check out my playlist too, babies. I got a lot of topics in here that you could really benefit from. So check them out, mama, papa. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. My Instagram name is right on that screen. So go ahead and follow me because I would love to have you, baby. A part of the Amani Sharifa Dynasty. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, babies. Peace, love, and light always. Mwah. Later.